Bahia, and he starts in their midfield three. Rogerio Ceni from the goalkeeper, managing Bahia now. Goes with Marcos Felipe in goal, Gilberto, Gabriel Xavier, Canu, Santiago Ramos Mingo in defence, Caio Alexandre, Everton, Ribeiro, Jean Lucas in midfield, and then in attack, Ademir, Eric Pulga. Through the middle, Uruguayan Luciano Rodriguez, the 21-year-old, very much a player to keep an eye on. This could be the year for Luciano Rodriguez to really break out and get the move to Europe that perhaps his talent has deserved for a while. The City Group connections wouldn't rule out a move to one of their European clubs like Girona at some point this year, but the Libertadores could be the platform for Luciano Rodriguez. Ready to go then here in Lima. Final checks being made by Guillermo Guerrero. He's happy and we are up and running. It's the strongest against Bahia for a place in the third round of this year's CONMEBOL Libertadores qualifying. It's the first leg. They'll meet again next week in Brazil to decide things. But as ever, when you're talking about the strongest, the home game could be all important. It is the home team on the attack early. All cleared away. Falls kindly in the midfield for Ursino. Ursino battling away. A layoff from Luciano Rodriguez. He spins now to try and get in behind the strongest. That's exactly where the ball's going. Rodriguez making the run. It's a very good last-ditch challenge by Pablo Pedraza. Puts it behind for a corner in the opening minute. Well timed, clean as you like. Antonio Carlos Sago in charge of the strongest. He took charge at the start of this year. His first competitive game in charge for the Brazilian coach, who was manager of Bolivia, the national team, for 10 games back in 2023 at the underwhelming display in Copa America. Quickly led to his exit. He has won the Libertadores as a player back in 1992 with Sao Paulo. He's now looking to make a mark with the strongest. His side are having to defend a corner here early on. He'll roll back to Everton Ribeiro. Gave a little ball inside the area, but he's overcooked it. And it will go behind for a corner. Little introduction needed for Rogerio Ceni in terms of this competition. Former keeper has won the Libertadores twice with Sao Paulo. Side are making a good start. Here is a stunning shot from range, and it's tipped over the crossbar. And an even better save from Luis Rodríguez Venegas. Well, those strikes from range are often talked about as a factor at altitude. Fingertips in the crossbar, denying a goal for Caio Alexandre in the opening couple of minutes, and it would have been a stunning way to break the deadlock. Another corner then for the Brazilians. Ribeiro once again. In its work, short down the left, chance to cross. Punched away by the goalkeeper. It's not the best clearance. But shot comes back in. It's another great stop. Still, Bahia come forward. The ball bobbling around inside the 18-yard box and eventually cleared away. And now it's a chance to break for the strongest. Guerrero. Real chance on now. Amoroso stepping inside and tries just to go one challenge too many. Strong challenge comes flying in from Ursino after that. Well, what a start to this game. Yellow card's been shown here for that challenge by Luciano Ursino. This is the yellow card challenge, the first of the game, after only 3.5 minutes. But not before Banegas has already had to make his second flying save of the game to deny Bahia. The argument made here by Bahia is that the yellow card is a little lenient. They're checking whether or not this could be a red card, this challenge. VAR. A moment of real concern for Zago. There on the bench. Confirmation, as you see there, from the hand signals from Everton Ribeiro, being told by Guillermo Guerrero that indeed he is waiting for word from Franklin Congo in charge of VAR. Just for a second they were asking for the stretch, which has now been told just to hold on a second. But this is a nervy moment for the Strongest in what's been a very nervy start to the game. This is the challenge again. Oh, well, I think he's going to be in trouble here. Ursino, it's an awful, awful challenge, and unsurprisingly, Guillermo Guerrero is being told to come and cross and take a look at it. And I think this yellow is going to come red after only a few minutes. I mean, when you start on that still image, there's very little argument. It's an appalling challenge. Studs up into the calf. And, well, it didn't take long. Guillermo Guerrero's had a couple of looks at that. He's walked straight back to the pitch, and this is going to be a red card, I'm almost certain. And there we go. It's not a yellow, and it's not going to get off scot-free. It's going to be red after just a couple of minutes. Luciano Ursino sent off. The Strongest down to 10 men. Nearly 6 minutes on the clock. The challenge must have come in barely 3 minutes on the clock. What a terrific bit of news for Bahia. Provided Gilberto is okay to continue. A moment of absolute madness from Luciano Ursino, that challenge. And he can have very, very little complaint. 36-year-old. He's been at the club since 2022. As a result, has racked up appearances in this competition, wealth of experience. You would never be able to tell when you see a moment of recklessness like that from Luciano Ursino. He's landed his team right in it. Antonio Carlos Zago there must be fuming with the veteran midfielder. When you consider how much significance the Strongest put on these home games, the importance that they will have known this first leg meant for them in terms of taking advantage of Brazil next week. Well, for Ursino to do that really is criminal. Guerrero seems to have just dropped back into a almost left midfield position for now. No changes being immediately made by the Strongest. Leaves Enrique Triverio as our own striker. The ball over the top here. It's Jean Lucas. Drops the ball back. No cross comes in, and once again Banegas worked. Has to get down in the 6-yard box to get there ahead of Adimir. Enrique Pulga it was with that little ball as he looked to thread towards Adimir. In the end, the keeper dealt with it relatively comfortably. It's Bahia in the the attack again. Rodriguez was trying to get away and trying to get the return ball. He couldn't get there. Castro brings it away instead for the Strongest. Feeds the ball forward for Triverio. Triverio over halfway, flipping it onto this near side for Castro. Here is Guerrero in his new left wing position. I'm not entirely sure what that was from Adrian Cusino, and I don't think Antonio Carlos Sago is either. And we can take a look back at the second significant save made by Benegas. It comes from his own weak punch, but it's a terrific strike from Gilberto. He's already reeling away, I think, in celebration, thinking that's going to be nestling into that far corner. Benegas had other ideas, but it's been a great start this for Bahia. Early goal in Lima, Alianza Lima 1-0 up against Boca Juniors. Pablo Cepelini with the goal in Lima there. Concern for Boca Juniors, no doubt. So they will be returning to La Bombonera for the second leg against Alianza Lima next week. And for the 6 times champions, even if you enter the competition at this stage, you come in with the expectation of being among the challengers. And Gago, their manager, will be all too aware of that. It is worth pointing out as well, when we watch this second round here, that this is the stage that eventual winners last year, Botafogo, entered the competition. And all the way through qualification to lift the prize. Give belief to the likes of Boca, maybe these two. They too can emerge from qualifying, from the group stage, and maybe go all the way. The Strongest have settled since that start. 11 minutes gone, the 10 men of the Strongest just looking to get some possession here and find a foothold in the game. Have to try and work Bahia in the knowledge as the game goes deep. The Brazilians could tire in the altitude. For that reason, perhaps be patient, even with 10 men. Arrascaeta drops the ball back with Pedraza. Here's Castro for options, perhaps more limited now ahead of him. Arrascaeta now wide, working the ball down the right hand side, opportunity to cross, it's cut out. Cristiano Rodriguez tries to play the ball into space and misplaces that pass. So too was Castro with that long diagonal. No pressure being put on goalkeeper Marcos Felipe here, at least initially, as Bahia look to play the ball out from the back. Gabriel Xavier into midfield. There's space for Bahia to move forward. Strong challenge, flies in immediately as soon as the ball heads out towards Ademir on this near side. It's Morosale making that challenge. Signs now that the home team certainly have settled. It is still the Brazilians who have dominated possession in the opening 13 minutes, 74%, but really the key matter is that red cards, 1 already to the Strongest. Could be a chance here though. Guerrero tries to pull the ball back first time in space, a little bit behind Triverio. Couldn't find another yellow shirt. Better, though, from the home team. With a lull among the supporters at the moment, no doubt shocked themselves, watching their team go down to 10 men so early on. Odiseo, left back, marauding towards the corner flag and trying to find a bit of space. In the end, has to make do with a corner, with a throw, sorry. Here's Amoroso, cross from the right, header on goal, and the ball deflects off.
This 2025 beIN Sports Extra is jam-packed with the sports you love, featuring an epic year, the best international leagues and tournaments, Olympic sports, and so much more. This 2025 on beIN Sports Extra. More sports, more excitement, always free, 24/7.
Signings. Elias Modesteo, the Argentinian fullback. Swinger. 3 inside the 6-yard box. Head away from the edge of the 6-yard box. Enrique Pulga can give chase and get there. Alexander, Everton Ribeiro, back to Gilberto. Saw the formation for the game as a back four with Gilberto at right back, as you see there. Right back by trade, more than comfortable to step into that midfield, largely due to the presence of Santiago Ramos Mingo, as we saw on the left now of the back three is a centre-back. Player that came in the window from Defensa Justicia in his native Argentina. And allows Bahia to switch to that back three. It's another clipped ball over the top, a little too much on it. Vanegas is there. Risky, very risky from Captain Adrian Corsino. In the end, he pokes it out of play for a throw, almost caught in possession. And taking their time over the throw, Jean Lucas is getting a bit of a talking to from Guillermo Guerrero. Everton Ribeiro, wide to Ademir. Ademir, quick change of direction, but has to go back with Everton Ribeiro, and the veteran can't keep that in play. Attack that goes nowhere for Bahia. Strongest now with Ribeiro. Ribeiro under pressure, and well, it's judged as a foul, but Luciano Rodriguez thought that he got the ball, and now a bit of silliness as Bahia looked to waste a little bit more time. Ademir didn't want the Strongest taking that free kick too quickly, and he's going to go in the book as a result. A little bit silly. We're playing here against 10 men in Italy at the altitude of La Paz, but 17 minutes in, and we saw before Jean Lucas will waste a bit of time on the throw, and Ademir wasting time with the free kick. Set piece to be taken by Joel Amoroso. Brought down at the back post. No cross, and Ramos Mingo has to turn it behind for a corner despite the appeals of the visitors for a handball. Brought down by Triverio. Well, certainly see the points of the visiting supporters, and I think they've ultimately got their way. Orsini been fairly vocal on the touchline already. And a few decisions have gone against his side. Ultimately, VAR stepped in for the main one. The yellow card that was initially shown to Luciano Rossino. Eugenio Orsini was very quick to say that, make the point to the fourth official that it was a red card challenge. VAR ultimately agreeing. So too Guillermo Guerrero on reflection. There's been a few other decisions that Eugenio Orsini has already held his arms open, almost in disbelief that decisions going against his side. That's a foul. Gilberto, the guilty party on this occasion. Shown just a short while ago to Ademir. It's the latest set play for the strongest. We'll step over, Amoroso will take it again, a good delivery and a strong header away. 20 minutes gone now. The strongest have well and truly recovered from a disastrous opening 5 minutes that saw them go down to 10 men and saw Rodrigo Venegas forced into 2 excellent saves. Since then, despite being down to 10 men, it has been the home team seeing plenty of possession, looking a threat without necessarily testing Marcos Felipe. Lucina. Back to his goalkeeper, Venegas. Venegas with a looking pass out that just had a fraction too much on it. Didn't allow Fran Supiare to be able to bring it down. Nil. It's not exactly going according to plan for Antonio Carlos Zago, as we just saw there, but he will be satisfied with the recovery and the response that his side have made since the red card. Guerrero went into a challenge. It is still the strongest in possession as they look forward to Triverio with the ball over the top. It'll be a difficult night for Enrique Triverio. No longer with the strike partner he had from the outset, with Guerrero now playing over on that left wing. Triverio has been really the man they look to for goals in this competition. 11 goals in 22 Libertadores appearances for the strongest since arriving at the club from Huracan in 2022. 34 years of age. Enrique Triverio still a very dangerous player indeed. It's Rodriguez. Moves the ball back to the edge. Great opportunity. And Rosino makes the block. Jean Lucas, it was arriving on the edge of the area, didn't really catch the shot particularly cleanly. Here he is again. There's another good chance for Bahia, created by Luciano Rodriguez on this occasion. Uruguayan showing excellent awareness to pull that ball back to the on-rushing Jean Lucas on the edge of the area. Free kick here, the Strongest now break forward. It's a decent little run in the midfield. And now play will be pulled back. Advantage was being played as Amoroso made that little darting run. It's a good bit of refereeing from Guillermo Guerrero. Another opportunity for the Strongest from a set piece. Once again, Amoroso takes charge. He'll hold a high line. If there's no flag, it's a free header in the end. Free header that safely goes into the hands of Marcos Felipe, but Adrian Cosino got away from whoever was supposed to be marking him. Concern with that very high line of Bahia was the fact that it had to get things exactly right to avoid those kind of runs in behind. Ademir. It's inside. It's Luciano Rodriguez on the edge. A strong challenge from Lucinho. Shot from range. Always rising. And over the top of the crossbar. Neat little layoff. Here's Luciano Rodriguez again. Inside one challenge. Luciano Rodriguez inside the area. Rodriguez shoots straight at Venegas, who saves again. 25 minutes in now, and Venegas has been forced into a number of saves already. Lovely little run from Luciano Rodriguez. Started 2025 in a rich vein of form. 5 goals already between state championships and the cup. Guerrero with the knockdown, easily defended. Cosino, Arrascaeta. Space down that right-hand side. Where the pass, I think, was intended. It's got cut out. That could be an area of interest because of the fact that Ramos Mingo is naturally a centre-back. He's looking to play very narrow. See where his position is there next to Canu. Offside flag eventually goes up against Castro. He is defence switching between that back 3 and back 4 with Gilberto either stepping into the midfield or, as he does there, goes back to a traditional right back position at the left, with it being a centre back and Ramos Mingo out of position. Does perhaps lend itself to being a little bit more narrow and leave a lot of space for the Strongest to maybe get out wide. Back with Canu. Xavier. Rivero, a nice little turn in midfield. Just about recovered from Castro. Brazilian in the Strongest lineup. in the window from Brazilian's club, Ponte Preta. Opportunity for Castro to come up against his compatriots. Now Alexander. Again, looking for that ball over the top, not for the first time tonight. The ball coming back again to Bahia with Gilberto. Once again in that midfield role. Ball now wide. The ball goes on the outside, cross in, and volleyed over the top. Little burst down the wing, but found Jean Lucas. Not an easy chance, taking that one on the volley. Every time Bahia do come forward, they do carry a real threat. Subiala down the line. Amoroso not quite on the same wavelength there as he tried the back heel. Lucas. Gilberto to Gabriel Xavier. Domingo. Under pressure, a little bit fortunate to get away from that challenge, but the challenges bite in, and this one's a precise one. Chance for the strongest to come forward, and a leaping shot, perhaps took a deflection on the way. Arrascaeta ends just a yard or so over the top of the crossbar. Just for a moment, had Marcos Felipe backpedaling. Because of that deflection off the thigh, it did give it an awkward loop. It will be a corner for the strongest. Modeseo will come across to take it once again. To aim at inside the area, delivering it at the near post. Come off a strongest header over the crossbar, and clash of heads in the process that has left.
This 2025 beIN Sports Extra is jam-packed with the sports you love, featuring an epic year. The best international leagues and tournaments, Olympic sports, and so much more. This 2025 on beIN Sports Extra. More sports, more excitement, always free, 24/7.
Feet now. It's continuous. Bahia get us back underway. Lead to an area off the pitch. The strongest are down to 9 momentarily. It's being waved back in as soon as possible. No contact, says the referee as he waves play on, and nearly given away cheaply once again. Everton Ribeiro. Gilberto. Ribeiro again. Jean Lucas steps inside one challenge, finds to find Ribeiro. Luciano Rodriguez is there instead. His shot saved, and so too the follow-up from Everton Ribeiro. Wonderful chance for Bahia. And Vanegas makes a double save. Luciano Rodriguez just tries to spin and is stretching under the pressure of Cusino. Can't get much on the shot. It's smothered by Vanegas. Everton Ribeiro then, I think, tries to lift it over the goalkeeper, and it was easy for him in the end. Chances keep coming for the Brazilians. I don't know just how much of an opportunity this is for them. And in the knowledge that they could tire in the conditions, may feel as though they need to start putting away some of these early chances, first half chances. Get themselves in a position to conserve energy and defend maybe in the second half. Everton Ribeiro. Gabriel Xavier uses Ademir wide. It's back to Everton Ribeiro. Nice little first time touch. Here's the number 10 again. Looking for the next pass. Instead goes square. Bahia patiently look for openings. Jean Lucas down the left, pulls the ball back, and well read by Husino. Pulga again, trying to go round the outside of the fullback, does just that, could find a chance here, and it's another save, this time off the legs of Benegas, denying Luciano Rodriguez again. Really good save, and there's little doubt about who would be man of the match as things stand. His first half display from Luis Benegas, keeping Bahia out. Swipe of the leg that somehow lifts the ball over the top of the crossbar. Still 0-0. Corner's taken short. Everton Ribeiro with the back heel. Now there's a lot of space to find the cross. Instead, it's pulled back outside the area as Bahia look down the left-hand side. Another perhaps shooting opportunity here. 1-2 inside the box. Another cut back. And another last-ditch clearance. The strongest at times just clinging on here. How many more chances are Bahia going to squander? Gabriel Xavier. Good spell this for Bahia. And Lucas. He touch, sees the ball go through to Castro. It's nice in the midfield. Strongest look to break. It's three going forward. They're outnumbered, but find the pass. A great chance for Guerrero! And the strongest do strike first. Well, the flag's gone up. For now, it won't count. VAR will, of course, take a closer look. But a sweeping breakaway after another string of missed chances at the other end. Very nearly, still may have put the strongest in front. We need to take another look at it ourselves. Really good finish from Sebastian Guerrero. Being drawn on this offside decision. Ooh, I'm not too sure about this. It's going to be one of those that goes to the wire, but looks as though it's going to be onside. Looking at the initial lines that have been drawn there, this may well indeed count, and Sebastian Guerrero could have given the 10 men the opener. Great breakaway A terrific first-time finish as well on the left foot of Guerrero. 24-year-old Uruguayan, who himself was in the City group. And it is indeed a goal. Guerrero with the opener for the 10 men. Striker for Montevideo City, Torque. Joining the strongest last year, scoring 8 goals in the league, just 14 appearances, and it's Sebastian Guerrero with the goal here tonight, just before half-time. Former City group man, striking against the City group, Bahia. The City group do have a affiliate club in Bolivia, Bolivar. The clubs, in fact, the manager Antonio Palasago was managing just a few years ago. And connections are there with the City group in this strongest lineup. And one of the former employees striking here tonight to make the difference. They may wonder how they're trailing in this game, but they are. They need to find a way back against the 10 men. Alexander. Gabriel Javier. Rivero. The ball around the corner for Ademir. Ademir tries to cross from the right. Little cut back, and it's a poor touch this time from Luciano Rodriguez. Without a natural number 9 in the lineup, you can see Bahia's intention when they get wide. It's not to put the crosses in. Don't necessarily play to the strengths of someone like Luciano Rodriguez. Not looking for those little pullbacks, looking for the movement, even on the edge of the area. Midfield runners coming in. Served them well, largely, so far this game in terms of the chances they've created. Haven't been able to put even one of them away. Thanks in large part to Luis Rodriguez Benegas in the strongest goal. Half-time in Lima as well, where Alianza still lead Boca Juniors by 1-0 thanks to that early goal scored by Pablo Zeppelini. Interesting second round in this year's Libertadores when you look at the names of the likes of Boca and Corinthians and these two here. Highly competitive. 8 games over the course of this week, and of course the Recopa as well, coming up on Thursday night between Sudamericana champions Racing Club and Botafogo, Libertadores champions of last year. 8 games in this second stage, the 4 winners. The 8 winners going through to make 4 ties in match day 3, round 3. The 4 winners of the third round going into the group phase of this year's Libertadores. The draw of which will take place in the week of those second legs of the third round. With a clearer idea of the 4 teams that will be joining the likes of Botafogo in the group phase. Here's Everton Ribeiro. Ademir. Back to Gilberto. Everton Ribeiro again. Good little pass forward from Gabriel Xavier. Space to shoot, to charge down. Once again, as soon as it is, those yellow and black shirts, the coiled spring look to burst forward. Play quickly goes on as another ball was found by inventive ball boy. Again, Bahia were just trying to slow things down with a player off the pitch, not wanting to give that ball to the strongest. The second was found, and off they went. Jean Lucas, wide to Enrique Pulga. Enrique. Alexander. Jean Lucas again. It's going to be 4 added minutes here at the end of the first half. Largely with the VAR decision over the red card in the opening couple of minutes. Little injuries since then, like the knock to the head of Oliverio, but didn't really hold up play significantly. Sebastian Guerrero's goal, the difference then as we head into those 4 minutes of added time. It's a poor pass out from Marcos Felipe again. 10 men of the strongest wanting to play the ball as quickly as possible. Slowed down a tad. Credit to the home team. Suffering that red card inside the opening 5 minutes. Reacting in the way that they have and leading here going into half-time. Odiseo. Let's throw inside the area for a teammate here. Looks for the back heel. It's cut out. Izquierda. Amoroso on the edge of the area. Amoroso trying to make space for the right wing cross. He does just that. It's a good one. But Gabriel Xavier needs to head away. Space on that right side again. Another clip ball in towards the back post. Guerrero's arriving, but Marcos Felipe off his line to claim it. Overhand throw out to Gilberto. Drops it back with Cao Alexander. Ramos Mingo. Now Enrique Pulga. Great deal of urgency from Bahia as we approach the half-time whistle. Julio Ceni will have plenty to say to his players. The missed chances, the fact that they trail here against the 10 men. They've seen enough to think they can find a way back in this game. Another chance, surely, it's another big miss. Ademir at the back post, failing to make real contact. The ball clipped into the area, and this time Luis Venegas can claim the cross. Well, Venegas doesn't need to save this, but it's one of the best chances of the game. Not even sure it's going on target when Ademir runs onto that, but it should have just been rifled straight into the back of the net. Jean Lucas, Gilberto. One final chance perhaps at the end of this first half. Another chance to cross from the left, this one doesn't quite reach Luciano Rodriguez. Everton Ribeiro. Gilberto. Still chance maybe for one final effort if they can get the ball inside the area. Can Lucas. It's the move though. Nike Pulga. Really going anywhere at the moment. Just worth the cross in, surely. That's exactly what Ramos Mingo does. And it floats all the way through harmlessly, and that will be it for the end of the first half. Guillermo Guerrero blows his whistle. And a breathless first 45 minutes comes to an end, and that's not a reference to the altitude. The strongest lead Bahia by 1-0. Sebastian Guerrero with the goal shortly before half-time on the breakaway, but the home team playing with 10 men since the 5th minute when Luciano Ursino was sent off for a studs-up challenge on Gilberto. The 10 men holding their own since then, riding their luck with several missed chances from the Brazilians, but Guerrero breaking away and finishing superbly to give the Bolivians the advantage at half-time.
Building the legend of a giant. 3 Libertadores titles, and a new opportunity is on the horizon. The 2025 Copa Libertadores, exclusively on beIN Sports.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I can get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
These are my teeth. A few overlap.
Others are straight, crooked, and capped.
Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
No matter what kind of teeth, you gotta brush.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, gets in between, going where regular brushes don't reach, so teeth get 100% better clean. These are my teeth, the key to my look.
And here's how I perfectly clean every nook.
Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Whether you're traveling or out for a big meal, Pepto provides fast relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. Unlike some products, Pepto actively coats and neutralizes irritation to soothe your upper and lower digestive systems. For fast and effective relief from digestive upsets, stock up on Pepto today. Brand power helping you buy better.
It's a one-of-a-kind league. It's 20 teams and only 3 spots to claim your place in football's elite. The Ligue 2, live, only on beIN Sports and beIN Sports Extra.
Breakaway from this moment that led to the red card. The strongest look to get forward. Joel Emeroso losing out, and then look at the challenge that follows here. Luciano Ursino diving in on Gilberto, shown a yellow card initially, but when you look at it this way, there's no doubt of the colour of the card that this challenge warrants, and VAR intervened. Guillermo Guerrero checked it out and decided yellow was red. Less than 5 minutes on the clock, and Bolivar, the strongest, down to 10 men. Chances kept coming for Bahia. Luciano Rodriguez bursting inside the area. His shot relatively tame and straight at Venegas. And then shortly before half-time, on the breakaway, Amoroso found Guerrero, and the Uruguayan first time finished. Offside flag initially went up, VAR again stepped in, once again made the correct call. Just onside, Guerrero's goal stood.
BN Sports, the home of African football, the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confederations Cup, the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations on BN Sports.
Am I the only one who doesn't get it?
Hey, get a grip. You got this.
Okay, so what? You have the answers?
Do you just want the answers? Or do you want to learn? Smart choice. Get a grip on college with Chegg.
What's on your mind, Dion?
A sensitive skin. Now how Old Spice Total Body isn't on it.
Gabby, is there anything you want to share?
Not this Old Spice deodorant. It's 24/7 freshness. It can go everywhere.
Everywhere.
When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. ZzzQuil Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's non-habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. ZzzQuil Ultra, when you really, really need to sleep.
What's up? You seem kind of sluggish today.
Things aren't really moving.
You could use some Metamucil.
Metamucil psyllium fiber helps keep your digestive system moving so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil keeps you moving. And try Metamucil's delicious lemonade flavor.
I forgot to wash my work shirt.
Just wear it again. I added Downy Unstoppables with odor blocker to the wash, and it keeps our clothes fresh all day.
Ooh, I'm gonna be feeling it at work today. And on my way to work. And through security.
Looks like she's
Actually paying attention.
Downy Unstoppables with odor blocker for all day freshness. Smell unstoppable.
Hey, brushing besties. Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works. Dr. Torres?
Reality checkup.
Guys, you need to try Crest 3G White Deep Stain Remover.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth, lifting them away. For whiter teeth in one day.
Obsessed.
Crest.
Champion of the century. 5 titles shine in their history. The first to achieve eternal glory in 1960. 2025 Copa Libertadores. Exclusively on BN Sports. So-called Kings of Cups of Colombian soccer. Now they return to the global stage with a competitive team. Atlético Nacional. Enjoy their matches live. Only on BN Sports.
Bye, honey.
Morning breath, huh?
Dr. Garcia?
Oof.
Boom.
Reality checkup.
Morning breath can be a sign of underlying health issues.
Crest Pro Health mouthwash protects your mouth overnight, every night, by killing millions of bacteria and preventing oral health issues like plaque and bad breath before they start.
Without the burn.
Oh!
I'm so much pressure!
Crest.
Sometimes I'm alone, like no one ever knows. Then you take me by the hand. I feel better again when you smile. The sun peeks through the clouds, and I feel better now. Oh, I feel better now. Do 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 do.
Oh, Auntie, you can't put that right in the dishwasher.
Watch me. With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have upped my dish game. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
In that dishwasher?
In that dishwasher.
Only Platinum Plus is packed with Mordaunt to remove up to 100% of grease and food residue, breaking down food to help it flow cleanly through the filter. Get the highest standard of clean, even in your machine.
Clean enough for you?
Yeah.
Scrape, load, done. Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes are on everyone's scalp and can cause irritation, but when you use Head & Shoulders every wash,
Keeps these rascals at bay. It helps prevent dandruff before it starts.
Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
Here looks great.
Had a little hope.
Great.
Had a little hope.
Paris Saint-Germain, the unstoppable machine, the top winner of Ligue 1 with 12 titles, is heading towards a new conquest. Every week, all season long, on beIN Sports. beIN Sports is home of the greatest bouts, fights, and matches, featuring the biggest names and up-and-coming talent. Get your fix of combat all season long on beIN Sports.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Dayquil VapoCool?
It's Dayquil, plus a brush of Vicks Vapors.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, power through your day medicine.
Looks like it's brine time, huh?
Dr. Garcia?
Reality checkup.
That grimy film on your teeth, it's actually the buildup of plaque bacteria, which can cause cavities in months. And your toothpaste just isn't cutting it.
Most toothpaste quit working in minutes, but the antibacterial fluoride in Crest Pro Health protects for up to 12 hours.
So I can stop cavities before they start.
The #1 toothpaste brand in America. For even more protection, use with Crest Pro Health mouthwash. Crest.
I got this wow skin from a body wash. It's new. It's Olay Super Serum Body Wash. Sinks into my skin with 5 powerful ingredients. It hydrates, firms, smooths, brightens, and evens. That's 5 skincare benefits in one for visibly improved skin in 14 days. Look at this Olay difference. So luminous. It's new Olay Super Serum Body Wash.
I never let up, no, I never let up. Stay down and keep my head up. I keep my head up, I keep my head up, yeah. I keep my head up, I never let up.
Colo Colo, the most popular and successful team in Chilean football, won Copa Libertadores, a true icon of Chilean football. 2025 Copa Libertadores, exclusively on beIN Sports.
91 appearances in the tournament. Group stage regulars. It's largely based on just how difficult it is to play right here at the Estadio Hernando Siles. There's 2 changes that have been made by Rogerio Sena. Gilberto and Ademir, the 2 players that have made way. William Jose, striker, has come on. And so to Luciano. As you can see just at the bottom of your screen, about to come on, Luciano Juba, left back ordinarily. Did mention the fact that there's no natural left back in the lineup with Santiago Ramos Mingo there. It's being clear at times with the attacks down the right. So Gilberto off. Luciano coming on in his place. No, he just played the left. We'll see if he goes to the right where Gilberto was. And the other change, Ademir, who missed that golden chance right at the end, replaced by veteran striker William Jose. William Jose came in the transfer window from Spartak Moscow. Wolves fans may remember him. And 2 half-time changes made by Rogerio Sena. Space down the right. Early crossing, taken away. Right, Lucinho's shot comes straight back. Off target. Those changes, Luciano Juba, William Jose, both on. For Bahia, Gilberto adding here the 2 players who went off. You can see the position there. William Jose leading the attack. Luciano Rodriguez playing off him now. Treverio, not sure how much contact there was, but he did seem to swing a leg backwards. To keep an eye on perhaps that little entanglement there with Canu, because the 2 of them were tussling, and right at the end there, the final replay, just looked as though Treverio swung his leg backwards in the direction of Canu, who was on the floor. I think that's the point that the Brazilians were making there. Treverio comes back to win the ball cleanly. Now wins the free kick as the challenge on him comes in from Luciano Rodriguez. ball over the top. Got down, and offside flag goes up against Guerrero. Also kicks the ball away, and fortunately for himself, I think kicked it into the arms of Marcos Felipe, albeit away from where the free kick would have been taken. He's got away with just a talking to from Guillermo Guerrero. Switch looking for the substitute, Luciano Juma. Unable to keep it in play. He does indeed go into that left back position, left wing back position. Amoroso goes on the run, it's a great ball in. Amoroso again down that right hand side, puts in the low cross. Treverio is stretching, can't make too much contact. You only divert the ball really goalwards, so Marcos Felipe can make the save, but it's a warning shot for Bahia. It's 10 men of the strongest looking for more. Here's Luciano Juba. Alexander. Luciano. Back again. Luciano is spaced across from the left, does that towards Jose, and ball could break, but Venegas can easily take that one as Enrique Burga now playing over on the right side since the introduction of Luciano. Just came in for a moment there on the blind side of Torres Moriseu. Another tussle between Canu and Triverio. Told you to keep an eye on this one. Canu doesn't help himself. Deliberately there, stepping over Triverio when he's on the floor. May have just earned himself a yellow card. We'll see how Guillermo Guerrero deals with this. We just had words with the pair of them in that clash a moment ago. Come together again here. Another talking to, by the look of things, from the referee. Maybe the final one for both Enrique Triverio and Canu. This was the chance a moment ago for Triverio. Didn't get anything more on the ball than he did. Amoroso has caused problems for Bahia tonight. He's 7 years of age now, Joel Amoroso. The Mules, a variety of other clubs in Argentina before he ended up making the move to Melgar in Peru. Last year with Royal Paddy. Joining the strongest and moving to be an asset this evening, causing problems whether he's wide right or coming inside. First time pass down the line from Luciano, worked on again. Here is Luciano Rodriguez. Rodriguez shoots, it's blocked. It's going towards the corner flag, but it will be a throw rather than a corner. Luciano Rodriguez can really hit good if given space on the right foot. He's doing well to charge it down. Santiago Ramos Mingo. Pressure on the ball at the moment. Ramos Mingo step forward. It's Luciano Juba. Gets the ball back again. At times is a little too pedestrian, but it's won back well by Cao Alexandre. Here's Luciano, chance to cross. Rather than use that opportunity to cross, he tries to get around Frank Subayabe. Fullback does well to make the tackle. Bahia still on the attack, across from the left. Attempted bicycle kick. Ian Jose can't make the contact on it. Then the ball ends in the hands of Luis Venegas. Good cross in from Santiago Ramos Mingo. Been something spectacular if Willian Jose had caught the ball with that volley. Instead, there's another chance to come forward. Here's Arrascaeta. Jaime Arrascaeta wide for Amoroso. Amoroso again with space to cross, and he does just that. Arrascaeta had followed his run in and forces a really good stop from Marcos Felipe. Amoroso's delivery from the right, causing problems again. It's he who takes the corner quickly, headed away to the edge of the area. Everton Ribeiro can't quite get there. Amoroso stops it from going out of play. He can deliver again, this time towards the back post. And Marcos Felipe collects, holds the ball out quickly to Enrique Pulga. Pulga now over halfway. Could be a breakaway here. Everton Ribeiro. Ribeiro, head up, clips the ball inside the box. Momentary drop there from Venegas, but he's able to control it once again. The game just opening up momentarily. Still, the strongest lead by 1-0, 10 minutes into the second half. This time across from Supayawa, nowhere near its intended target. Still 1-0 in Lima as well, where Alianza Lima lead Boca Juniors. Earlier this evening, Deportes Iquique winning at home 2-1, coming from behind to do so against Independiente Santa Fe in the first of this week's second round ties. There's plenty more coming up for you over the next couple of days, while Marcos Felipe asks for a bit of attention. I can tell you about what is to come over the next couple of days in the Libertadores. Tomorrow night, El Nacional take on Barcelona in an all-Ecuadorian affair. Universidad Central of Venezuela play host to Corinthians. Boston River of Uruguay take on Ñublense. And on Thursday, Deportes Tolima of Colombia hosting Melgar. Monagas of Venezuela hosting Cerro Porteño. And on Thursday night, it is the Recopa, Libertadores champions, Botafogo playing Racing Club. The second leg of all of those ties will be the following week. The week after that, we go straight into round 3 of this year's Commonwealth Libertadores qualifying. So the game's coming thick and fast before we even start this year's group phase. Strongest flicked away inside the 6-yard box. The home team still carrying a real threat here in the second half. So far, Bahia's double change made at the break by manager Rogerio Ceni not quite having the effect that he wanted. Another corner for the strongest. Joel Amoroso to take it again. Four players inside the 18, 5 inside the 18-yard box, flicked on by Triverio.
This 2025 beIN Sports Extra is jam-packed with the sports you love, featuring an epic year, the best international leagues and tournaments, Olympic sports, and so much more. This 2025 on beIN Sports Extra. More sports, more excitement, always free, 24/7.
The hour mark, and scoreline still 1-0. This offside flag goes up against Enrique Pulga as he miscontrols the ball at the same time. Pass by Luciano Rodriguez quickly turns and he's away from Luciano, who sides him down, and that will be a yellow card for the captain. To quickly make the decision, go to ground and bring down Luciano Rodriguez now, or let him get away. Once he took another step, there was no catching Luciano Rodriguez, at least as far as Adrian Lucino was concerned. To be taken, free kick to be taken by Luciano Jura. Delivered in, it's a good cross. Still loose. The volley. It's a deflection. I can see a hand, but certainly should be a corner if nothing else. There's the hand there. Doesn't look like it comes in from the shot, as it ricochets off a shoulder, off a head, and over the top of a corner. And it is a corner. Bahia still look for an equaliser, a way back into this tie. Away. Gives chase. He's going to get there. It's worked all the way back to Marcus Felipe and hammers it forward. Foul on halfway, committed by Gabriel Javier. Amoroso. Oh, so close to a lovely little threaded ball through for Triverio. Maybe didn't quite read it. He was on his heels as Amoroso stepped this time inside rather than looking to go wide right for the cross. Lovely little disguised pass in behind. Castro, played by the big man. He's just run into a bit of trouble and eventually given the foul away himself. Ramos Mingo. Luciano. Back to Ramos Mingo. Canu. Chances that kept coming the way of Bahia in the first half. Certainly slowed in this second. Vegas hasn't been required to make anywhere near as many saves as he did in that first 45 minutes. Jose out wide to Luciano Luciano with the low cross, finds its way very nearly all the way through. White shirts flooding into the area, trying to get on the end of it. Everton Ribeiro. Anu. Xavier into space for Luciano Rodriguez. This turn rather than the cross. There's only one person's way, man inside. Here's Enrique. Enrique. And in the end, it's Port. Reversed on the outside of the defender and ends up smashing the ball straight out of play, well wide of even the side netting as Rogelio Ceni prepares to make another 2 changes. Nestor Cowley getting ready to come in. Get on with things a little too quickly. See there, number 11, Rodrigo Nesta will actually be able to get on with things, as that substitution will come presumably next time the ball goes out of play. That comes all too soon as far as the visitors are concerned. Strongest quickly with the throw-in. Arrascaeta. Sail back to Arrascaeta, cross in, nearly drops for Triverio, taken off his head and behind for a corner. Still some really uncomfortable moments for Bahia. The corner's taken quickly. Odiseo crosses into the back post, a free header turned in. It will be flagged for offside, as the first one was. This one looks maybe a little bit clearer. Lucas will come out for Rodrigo Nesta. And Everton Ribeiro, player to make way for Cowley. One of the signings from the window came in from Sao Paulo. Strongest will also make a change. Lionel Lopez is going to come in to replace Castro. Mexican. To the midfield. Another misplaced pass. It's in play by Santiago Ramos Mingo. Rodrigo Nesta, the substitute. His first touches, almost making that mistake. So Rodriguez again takes the ball on the half turn. Tries to look for a bit of space, works the ball inside the area. Could be a shooting chance. Saved, surely bundled over the goal line. It is. And Bahia are level on the night. Willian José is the player that's turned away in celebration, presumably with the final touch from underneath the crossbar, but finally Rodrigo Vanegas is beaten. Substitute Cowley playing an important role as he received the pass inside the area here from Luciano Rodriguez. His shot, the latest to be staved by Banegas after taking a deflection. But Banegas could do nothing about the rebound. And Willian José maybe got the final touch from underneath the crossbar, could even go down as an own goal. We'll see what the official goals panel will eventually make of it. But for now, with 20 minutes remaining, it is 1-1 on the night. It's a big goal as well in terms of the context of the tie. Willian José with it, the 33-year-old. His first career goal in the Libertadores. Having spent a lengthy amount of time outside South America with the likes of Wolves, Real Betis, Real Sociedad, more recently Spartak Moscow. Sale. His cross blocked for a
This 2025 beIN Sports Extra is jam-packed with the sports you love, featuring an epic year, the best international leagues and tournaments, Olympic sports, and so much more. This 2025 on beIN Sports Extra. More sports, more excitement, always free, 24/7.
It's stemming, I think, from that challenge, quote, on and again, Cusino at the corner. Why you see the reaction. Domingo must have presumably said something. Cusino suddenly sprang to his feet. Esquerra was knocked to his feet in the process, is where his involvement was, but Guillermo Guerrero again manages to calm things without flashing yellow cards around. Santiago Ramos Mingo and challenging for that. There's a love lost as this game goes on between these two sets of players. This was the disallowed goal. The game still at 1-0 at that time. Looked a fairly easy decision as the replays show that it was. Flare up that Guerrero's quickly involved in. The latest is Gabriel Xavier just goes through the back. It's a knee in the back of the goal scorer of the opening goal, Sebastian Guerrero. His feet though. Free kicks taken short. There's a lot there of Arias Moraseo. Bit of space here. Macaulay wide to Luciano Juba. Pass infield to William Jose. And worked out onto the far side with Enrique Pulga. Nesta. Luciano Rodriguez dropping deep to get the ball into his feet. And it can still make the difference. Against Cowley, as he did for the goal. And here's Luciano Rodriguez shooting from outside the area. Too far away. There's another player you want to be giving shooting opportunities to. Capable of the spectacular Luciano Rodriguez. He's a key figure in an all-conquering Uruguay under-20 side a couple of years ago. World Cup winners just last week. Unable to even qualify for the next under-20 World Cup. The South American Championships. Find the next Luciano Rodriguez, unfortunately, for Uruguay. Stays down for now. Guerrero inside the area. Guerrero, eventually the flag does go up. It's coming to nothing regardless. Good run from Guerrero. I think the hands being open was the acknowledgement that the ball had been passed a little bit too late. You'd arc the run well. It had been released. Guerrero could have been in behind. Arrascaeta. Shot from way out, and not far away. Marcus Felipe scrambling, and it's taken a touch. It's going to be a corner. Taking of the corner being delayed as Strongest prepared to make another change. Sebastian Guerrero, the goal scorer, is going to make way. Replacing him is going to be John Garcia. Corner. Lucino only headed out of play. It's just the shot that led to that corner, and it is a really good save, in fact, from Marcus Felipe. Well struck from a long way out. Cannon, here the latest player. Down, you can hear what the crowd think of that. See what Enrique Treviero thinks of that too. He's had something of an ongoing battle with Cano this evening. I don't think there'll be too much sympathy. You can see the frustration as far as the Strongest are concerned, given the fact that there was already a delay in play just as the goal kick was about to take, and then Cano then goes to ground in need of a stretcher. Seni has one change still available to him. Caroline Latimer's back, getting treatment here. Talking to the medical team. Seems to be pointing to his head. Very strong conversation with the medical team as he's gradually helped into a seated position. Now lifted onto the stretcher very, very gingerly. Breathing very heavily. Whether or not this is an effect of a knock on the head, altitude related, but suddenly seems a lot more serious than it appeared initially. Coming off the pitch then, we'll see what the result of that is. For now it is 10v10. Minutes of normal time remaining here in La Paz. And it's the strongest one, Bahia one. Free kick quickly taken as the strongest. Having seen that lead wiped out, suddenly perhaps feel the need to get on the front foot and try and get themselves in front. Kanu has miraculously recovered and is desperate to get back onto the pitch as the strongest attack once again. Here's Amoroso. Amoroso away from Cowley, looking for crossing on the right. Just is blocked by Luciano Jorban behind for a corner. Kanu has been waved back on. He's not back into position, and the ball falls at the back post and is blazed over the top of the crossbar. And now Marcos Felipe goes to ground. He too just seeming to gasp for air. Whether this is the late effects of the altitude late in the game, but if it's truly that bad, as we just saw the reaction from both Marcos Felipe and before that Kanu, then this is a big 10 minutes, you'd imagine, for the strongest to try and take advantage ahead of next week's second leg in Salvador. Away the header, Bahia now retreating from just the first real time in the game where seeing them in this way. Set up in defensive shape. At this stage, happy with a 1-1 draw on the road ahead of that second leg. Well, they might. Not many teams perhaps come away to the strongest and leave with a draw. Got away with it yet though. Kanu with the header. Kanu again stumbling after getting that header away. Cross comes in and this one into the hands of Marcos Felipe. No doubt he'll take his time again. Running out for the strongest. ready by the visitors. Change now. It's number 15. Michel Araujo comes in to replace Enrique Pulga. For the Uruguayan, the recent rival from Sao Paulo. For his second appearance for his new club. Back to his goalkeeper, Marcos Felipe. Bahia looking as much as possible just to run this game down now, manage the last 4 minutes plus whatever is added on. A sign of how difficult this place is to come, considering the Strongest have been playing with 10 men since the 5th minute. Stats will tell you Bahia see more than 70% of the ball, more shots, to some extent trying to hold on just for a draw here. Amoroso, quick feet, away from the challenge of Cao Alexandre. Being thought of by the Strongest, maybe second thoughts now, as we see for Dean Chiatti getting ready to come in, and then somebody getting back towards the dugout for more conversations with the coaching staff. That challenge won't yet take place, as Amoroso will look to launch another set play into the area. Canu's underneath it, ball headed almost straight up into the air. Cusino at the back post looks to keep it alive. Can't out-wrestle Cao Alexandre. Now that change will be made. It's Van Supayabe out. Number 44 replaced by number 4, Chiatti. Done. Against the Strongest, there are going to be 7 minutes added on here come the end of the 90. Yeah, stinging the tail. Just comes in and, well, that was crosses like that. Amoroso just lost his footing on the edge of the area. Another Bahia player down. Looking for treatment on the edge. Marcos Felipe still struggling, so too Cano by the lack of things as well. Alexandre, the player, being helped back to his feet. Guillermo Guerrero telling Marcos Felipe to get on with this goal kick. No reason for that to be delayed any longer. There's confirmation of the 7 additional minutes to be played here in La Paz. Plenty of time for a little bit of drama. Poor challenge from Cao Alexandre. Yellow card. Just leading with his arm. It's the back of Arrascaeta. Arrascaeta. Wide for Amoroso. Amoroso. Looking inside this time. Well, outside of the book pass. Back to Amoroso. Now spread wide. Arrascaeta. Spaced across. In at the back post. Drops kindly for Bahia on the edge, and they can think about a breakaway. Cowley. Not the best pass. It's behind its target. Araujo. Momentum of that potential breakaway lost, as Bahia clearly aren't willing to take too many risks at this stage of the game, content with the 1-1 scoreline. Now Alexandre. Luciano. Cowley. A little bit behind its target. Rodrigo Nesta quickly goes through the gears on the edge of the area, but they can't find a way through. The Strongest quickly won back, but illegally so, says the referee. The Strongest, again, wanting, or at least looking to try and take that free kick as quickly as possible. And they are standing in front of the ball to prevent them from doing so. It's now launched forward to Amoroso, brings the ball down well. Amoroso, overlapping run on the outside, creates space for Amoroso to cross towards Treverio, the only target inside the area. Cano's in front of him to get the ball away. And here's Luciano Rodriguez, alone in the attack for Bahia. Luciano Rodriguez tries to go at it completely alone. That touch takes the ball through to Banegas. Coliseo. Arrascaeta. Chiatti. Arrascaeta. About the cross, goes back with Chiatti. Now Amoroso. And Amoroso showed far too much of it.